It's Kat. So, initially, I was going to put answers to some questions that I had you guys try to guess on Saturday. Then I thought, Saturday seems like a long ways away, so we'll do Thursday. I can't keep in my excitement. So, we're doing it today, Tuesday. So, first off, if you didn't notice the intro here, we are at 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel. And, it took me over 4 years to do it, but here I am. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys the answers to some questions. So I put on a YouTube community post this last weekend, and I put it on my Instagram as well. And basically, I did a little twist, or I made it a little more advanced on something you might see on dating apps. So sometimes there's a prompt that says 2 truths, 1 lie. This time I put 8 statements. And I had you guys pick out the 2 lies out of those 8. And not only is this kind of to reveal the answers, but get to know a little bit more about me. So, with that being said, let's transfer over this right here. So, here's the post I had you guys do on my YouTube channel. So these answers right here is what you had to pick of two lies out of the 8 statements. Here, let me enlarge this a little bit. So there. And I also put it on my Instagram as well. And here, let me look at the comments of this one. So here's the questions as well. Seems like a bunch of you got at least 1 correct. This is getting posted on my Instagram as well, you guys. So if you follow me on Instagram at KatKaiKawaii, terrific. But a friend of mine whom I'm just gonna say is accurate, or it's obvious that she knows this, but Ink Pasta put B. Let me zoom in on, I can't even zoom in on that one. Not very well. B and F on the list. So, ignore that. So B and F are what Ink Pasta guessed. And, stupid computer. Ink Pasta is correct. So the letters B and F are the lies. So I can see a bunch of people said B. At least the ones on my Instagram all said B, well, except one. Couple said B. Couple said F on here. But the correct answers are B and F. So, with that being said, let us go forth, and I'll tell you which ones are, I'll tell you about these here. So, the letter A, I have actually flown a plane before. So, back in, what was it, 2013? I went to the EAA Air Museum in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, which is, I went down to visit my grandma in Wisconsin. And free with my admission, I was able to go into, it was just a small biplane, that I got to go up front with the pilot. And the one thing that he did, so like we were in way up in the air, and I held on to the controls or whatever while he was controlling it. Then he let go of the controls and left me in full control. It was like a once in a lifetime experience. It was unbelievable. Even though I don't remember much about it, it was unbelievable. So that was really fun. I wish I would have gotten like video footage or something. I think my mom might have some pictures or something. Anyway, B, I have not actually traveled overseas before. The only time I've been outside of the United States here was about only 2 miles or so up into Canada. So, for those of you who are in the United States, I'm in North Dakota, which is a state that borders Canada. And so, I gotta say it was 2017? I think that's right. I went up to the International Peace Gardens up in Canada, which part of it was in the northern part of North Dakota, part of it was in the southern part of Canada. I forget which province though. I think it was Saskatchewan, I think. But otherwise, I've never traveled out of the country. I've been about 2 miles into Canada, and that was it. I have seen the Pacific Ocean before. I went to Alaska in 2019 for my parents' 25th wedding anniversary for like a vacation. And we had to stop in Seattle, Washington, on the way up to Fairbanks, Alaska. So we did fly, like we flew, it was weird. We went from Bismarck, North Dakota, all the way down to Dallas, Texas, up to Seattle, Washington, and then up to Fairbanks, Alaska. And the crappy part is, we had a 9-hour layover in Dallas, Texas, both on the way there and on the way back. It was unreal. But on the plus side, I had my very first 7-Eleven Slurpee. But anyway, I've not flown, or I've not traveled overseas before, but I have seen the Pacific Ocean when we were flying into Seattle. So that was pretty cool. I drank over 5 gallons of eggnog last Christmas. That is actually true. If you guys knew me from, like, if you guys saw me last Christmas on YouTube, I think I might have told you guys I am an eggnog addict. Like, I love eggnog. In fact, there's a funny story. I actually, my second year? Yeah, it was my second year of my graphic design program in college. There was this kid who was from the Philippines, so he had never had or seen or even heard of eggnog before. So one of my instructors bought like, I think 2 gallons of eggnog or something like that. And the class had eggnog probably like the week before Thanksgiving. And I mean, it was fun. And my instructor, because I had like 4 cups of eggnog, which, I mean, do you blame me? So I did. My instructor did tell me, you want the rest to take home? Because I was still in a dorm. I'm like, sure. Believe it or not, that 1.5 gallon carton or whatever was gone by the next morning. I'm not joking. But I'm not joking. I did drink probably over 5 gallons of eggnog this last Christmas here. And I tell you what, eggnog's expensive here. Like, in North Dakota, I think eggnog is about $5 or $6 per half-gallon carton. So I've spent a lot of money on eggnog, I'll tell you that. And all eggnog is made of is sugar, eggs, or maybe it's egg whites. I can't remember. I think it's egg whites. And cream. And they ultra pasteurize it. But anyway, yeah, I don't care if it's all sugar. I drank like 5 gallons of eggnog last Christmas, and I do not regret it in the least bit. Tell you what, if I could drink eggnog year round, I would. Try me. I have been to the Grand Canyon before. I was down in Arizona in 2017 in February. So that was almost it was over 7 years ago now. I went down to Arizona. We flew down to Phoenix, and it was for a treatment facility I went to called the Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch. And I think I mentioned something about that early on in my channel. But I had been invited to do a speech in Arizona at 2 different places, in Mesa and in Sun City, for like a donors luncheon or something like that, because the Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch isn't technically a it's not a non-profit organization, but they take donations and stuff like that. But yeah, I went down there, did a speech twice. I think the biggest crowd was probably 300 people. It was insane. I was only like 15 when I did that. In fact, on March 30th, here's a little, like, not really a spoiler, but on March 30th, I'm actually going to post the speech on my YouTube. There is a copy of the speech on the official Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch YouTube channel, but the background music, you can't hardly understand what I'm saying with that overlaying it. So I will give you guys a look at my speech, at the speech that I took with my mom took it actually with an LG Rebel Android phone. And I tell you what, that phone is a piece of crap. I still have it. It's slow. It runs Android 9, the worst Android operating system version I've ever used. But yeah. So I'll post that on March 30th, because March 30th actually is the 8th anniversary of when I actually went to treatment at the ranch. It was March 30th, 2016. So I'll do that. This one, I'm surprised not very many people thought was a lie. This is actually true. I could draw the Walt Disney logo freehand and by memory when I was only 4. And that is true. But you're not hearing it from me because I don't remember anything when I was 4. My memory goes probably as far back as 2014. So that's all I remember as far back there. My mom told me, though, that when I was 4, so I dealt with special ed in elementary school. They were not very good. I'm not saying names. But they had a whiteboard in a conference room that I loved to draw. And back when I was little, I used to watch a lot of Walt Disney home video VHS tapes. I watched a whole bunch of movies, especially Winnie the Pooh. I watched that a lot when I was younger. And so I could draw the Walt Disney logo by memory and freehand when I was 4. And I don't remember what it looked like, but apparently my mom remembers it. It was good enough that my mom remembers it. F is actually false here. It says I kissed my prom date my senior year. I didn't kiss my prom date. She was already dating someone. She's just a best friend of mine. She's only, she's, I think, a year younger than me. Yeah, I think she's a year younger than me, and she's married. But, I mean, I would have, but she was already dating someone, and I don't like what I like to call interfering with the system. And by that I mean, if someone is already dating someone else, you are to not, and I repeat, not supposed to say anything in terms of like your romantic feelings towards them, if you know what I mean. Otherwise, that could get your ass beaten. I'll tell you that. But enough of that. I keep the letter G. I keep track and celebrate every 1,000 days I've been alive, and that is true. I do that. I've done that since my 6,000th day in 2018. So that was February 28th, 2018. And I remember I did a live stream for my 7,000th day in, was it 2021? No. Was it 2020 or 2021? I can't remember. I think it was, I don't know. And then I did do something about my 8,000th day. I just made a little announcement in 2023. My 9,000th will be in 2026. So you guys will not, I mean, I'm hoping to still be on YouTube by then. Absolutely. I got to keep this train going, you know? And the last one is actually true as well. So, and I bet some of you guys can't believe that. So I do know 50 digits of pi, like the decimal points. So here, let me turn my phone, unlock my phone. See, you can completely see the screen here. And if you want, I will do this. Let me do a new tab. I'm going to do this here. Oops. Come on. 50 digits of pi. Okay, so I think the screen, my eyes are closed. I think you guys can see up to 50 digits on the screen here. So I know this by memory. So 3.14159265338497932384626433832 7950288 41971693993751. 0. Yep. Here is pi right here. So correct me if I'm wrong, but that is pi. Well, of course it's pi. It's an actual website. But I do know 50 digits of pi by memory. So, boom. And then the other thing I was going to have you guys try and guess was back. I put this recently here. Here's a bonus one that apparently no one liked yet, or one person liked it. I can't see who liked it, but oops. So, true or false? Some people have mistaken me for an AI or a bot on social media before. The answer to that is actually true. People have mistaken me for an AI before. Twice, actually. Once on Twitter when I had it, and once on Discord. And it's because my grammar and spelling and use of punctuation are all professionally accurate. If I, say I write a text or something like that, or actually, let me see here. Even something like, let me go down here. Oh, speaking of which, I am going to get this Extreme 2 phone case. My next check. I'm trying to find a post that I had written a lot in. That's not it. That's not it. Come on. Maybe this is the longer one. Nope. You gotta be kidding me. I gotta find a post here that I had written a lot in. Anytime now. I know I've posted some crazy stuff on here before. Let's see. Let's try. That's not it. I can't believe New Year's Eve was almost 2 months ago. Let's see. This one's got to be a long one. Nope. Dang it. Anyway, I'll just go back to the top. All of this here, this is all grammatically correct, and spelling is all correct. I placed the punctuation in I'm assuming the right spots. But yeah, everything is correct. And people have mistaken me for an AI because when I write my posts on either YouTube or a long text on Discord or whatever, I have gotten mistaken for an AI because of the fact that it's so professionally written every time. So that's why. So there you go. That is the answers to the questions. Oh, and one more thing. For background music for the intro of my video here today, and actually the outro as well, I was going to edit something with the Bratz Bop It, and I discovered something during its test mode that I must not have pointed out in my video last year. So I'm going to go into its test mode. I got to show you this. This is bizarre. So hold Bop It and pull it. Push the battery in. So when it does that, so when you pull it, you can repeat the sound that was happening. Bop it repeats, or no, bop it starts all the way from the beginning. And twist it goes backwards. So that's what I wanted to show you is the glitch there. Listen. If you've not seen that before, then it's weird, isn't it? So yeah, that is a little glitch that I did not know about until right here, right now. Or actually an hour ago, but you get the idea. So anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys for watching the video here. And I can't believe I'm at 1,000 total videos on my YouTube channel. That includes normal videos, YouTube Shorts, which apparently are getting pretty popular, and live streams. And I tell you what, I've made a lot of live streams lately, but that's because I get bored. And actually, that's why I wanted to release this video earlier, so I can do more live streams, because I love doing live streams, interacting with you all. So, yeah, that about does it. So, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.